Hello friends, I am Dr.Nandini Sharma, Assistant Professor Biyani Girls College. Welcome you all on behalf of Guru KPU. Today I am going to tell you something about the different states of business organization. Every organization has their own strategy and rules and regulations. Today I am going to tell you something about the decentralization and centralization of authority. Some organization has centralized, all the authorities centralized on their hands. First, let us talk about the centralization of authority. In centralization of authority is a state of business in which maximum or more rights are taken by the higher authority. In this state of business, organization head or top managers only give the rules and regulations to the employees, and they have to implement the rules and regulations. Let us talk about the centralization of authority. Let us see the features of centralization of authority. The first one is authority retained by high level managers. This is a state of business in which all the rules and regulations are made by the high level managers, and only the employees has to implement this. So maximum authority is retained by the high level managers. The second is operation regulated by top managers. This is a state of authority in which maximum rights and maximum operation, whether they are day to day or the regulated, are operated by the top managers. Third one is, in this centralization of authority, it is a state in which the role of top managers increases, because they have to close supervision of each and every activity of the business. Close supervision and control, as they are regulated and they are implemented each and every day's activity. So there is a close supervision and control of the higher level managers. As all the decisions and actions are taken by the higher level managers, so there is a uniformity in the actions and decisions. This is a centralization of authority is a state in which the subordinates' roles is very little. So if all the rules and regulations are made and all the decisions are taken by the top level managers, so it is a state where mistakes are reduced. Next is, as all the rules and regulations are made by the top managers and all the decisions are taken by the top managers, so expert services are provided to the employees. Closer control and operations, as all the authority is continuously watching to the each and every and regulated each and every activity of the organization, day-to-day activities of the organization. So the closer control and operation is held in the organization. So we can say that centralization of authority is a state of business in which the subordinates' roles are reduced. They just have to follow the rules and regulations which are made by the top level managers. Okay, we have discussed centralization of authority. Now let us talk about the decentralization of authority. It is just opposite the centralization of authority. It is a state of business in which all the rights or maximum of rights are distributed among the employees. They will have to, as we have talked about the MBO and the participation in management and the other activities which are implicated by the organization. Same as decentralization of authority, in which maximum rights or all rights are distributed among the employees to work. As first, let us talk about the features of the decentralization of authority. First is dispersal of decision-making authority. It is a state of business in which maximum decisions are taken by the employees, not the authority. Second is power delegate to functional areas. It is a very good point, as we can say that if the authority is decentralized to the employees, then the employees will get their duties according to their functional areas. And so with the decentralization, we will have the expert services. The next is reduces burden on top managers, as all decisions are taken by the top managers and every activity, they are involved in every activity. So maximum a large number of burden is there on top manager. So this is a state of business in which top managers reduces their burden. Next is quick and better decision. If the person is working in some condition and he has to take the decision, he don't have to wait for the centralized authority. If he has right to take the decisions, he will take at the same moment the decisions. Democratic atmosphere, employees will definitely feel happy if they will have the responsibility, if they will have the authority in themselves. Next is improve motivation. They'll definitely motivate to have the responsibilities. As we all are human beings, we know that if we are we motivate when some person is believing on you, or he is giving you the authority of working and all rights about the working. So it is definitely a right point that improve motivation in the employees. Next is effective supervision and control. If the person who is working on some special area and continuously is working, so he has a very good supervision and control on the activities. So I don't say that centralization or decentralization as their separate features and positive aspects. Even then, they have their negative aspects too. As centralization of authority, we can say that employees can misuse the rights. In decentralization, we can say that the authority can misuse the rights. So, as a conclusion, we can say that in every organization, there must be a principle of balance between the decentralization and decentralization of authority. Thank you. For further details, visit to www.gurukpo.com.